Okay, welcome to Daily 3D Revolve. Today I'm going to be doing a Design Spark mechanical tutorial, and I'm going to be showing you guys how to create a gear ring. So we'll go ahead and open up the Design Spark. Okay, we're going to go ahead and go to File, go to New, and create a new design. We'll go back here to Design 2. I want this to be flat, so we're going to come over here to Plan View. And then I'm going to do a circle here in the middle. We'll do 21 millimeters. And then we're going to put one in the middle here. Let's just do, I guess I could go 18. Let's see what 18 looks like. Yeah, 18 is good. Okay, so we're going to create this shape here. Then I'm going to go ahead and go to the 3D mode. And then we're going to pull this. So I'm going to spin this a little bit here. And then we'll go to pull. And then I'm going to type in 2.5. So we're going to create 3 of these. And for right now, we'll go to click there. We're going to go to Plan View. And then we're going to create the gear tooth in the middle here. So we'll just go ahead and create this at 2 millimeters. Okay, so we're going to create that at 2. Right there. All right, now we're going to click on this. We're going to go over to Move. Click Move. We're going to move this down to the center. Actually, we got to go to 3D. Go back to 3D mode. We don't need that top piece. Let's delete that. We just need the bottom piece. We're going to go to Move. We're going to move this down to the middle. We're going to come over here and make sure that Create Pattern is checked. And then we're going to revolve this. And then on the count, I want to put 20. Something happened here. Let's undo that. Let's go ahead and go Create Pattern again. And then let's move this. And then on the count, let's put 20. Okay, now we're going to go ahead and go select to click off. Now we'll go ahead and spin this. Now we're going to go to the pull. And we're going to select these. Just hold down your control key to get all of them. Okay, now we're just going to go pull these through. Uh-oh, something happened there. Let's go to pull. Let's go to cut. All right, so we're going to have one like this. All right. Okay, so this is 2.5 millimeters. So now we're going to go ahead and select all, or just drag a marquee around it, or you can do Control A. And then we're going to come up here to the views, go to the trimetric, do a Control minus. Now we're going to go to move. We're going to grab that blue, but hold down the Control key and then grab the blue and move this one up. Type in 2.5 because we want them to be touching. And now we're going to go move this 9 degrees. Okay, that's going to be right in the middle there. And how I figured that out is you want to do, get my calculator out here, you want to do 360. That's how many degrees there are in a circle. And you would divide that into 20. So that's 18. And then you divide that into half. So you got 9. So 9 puts it in the middle there. So we're going to go ahead and select the click off there. Now we're going to come back over here to our first one because we want them to be alternating. So we're going to go ahead and click that one there. Go to move. Hold down Control, grab that blue, and then we're going to move this one up 5. So go ahead and punch in 5 there. Okay, so this is going to be our gear ring. 3 levels. So this will be 2, 4, 6. This is going to be 7.5 thick. Okay, so what we're going to do now is go ahead and multiple click on this so we get the top, and then we're going to pull, and then we're going to do 0.2. I want the top and the bottom ones to have a fillet on them. Okay, now we'll do the same down here. Type in 0.2. Okay. All right, so now we'll spin this. Now you can see that we have 3. So what's going to happen is if you were to print these, it'd probably come apart. So to make sure they don't do that, we're going to go ahead and drag a marquee around these. Or you can select them over here, or you can do Control A, which is select all. And then we're going to come up here and do a combine. And then we'll do select to click off. So now you have, now this is one solid body. The only thing I wanted to do is probably just to move this in a little bit. That's a little bit too, it's a little bit too thin. So maybe we'll do, let's undo that. Let's move this. Just move it in there about right to here. Okay, so this is going to be our ring. Now that we did a combine, this is a solid piece now. So the only other thing I'm going to do here is we'll go ahead and put a chamfer in right here. We'll try 0.4. Now that's a little too much. Let's undo that. Let's do 0.2. Okay, that's good. It doesn't have to be a big chamfer. And then we'll do one on the bottom there. Just make it easier to put the ring on. Okay, and let's do 0.2 here. Alright, this is going to be our ring. So we have fillets on the top, fillets on the bottom. The one in the middle is just kind of no fillets. We don't need them there. And then I'll show you how to colorize this in a couple of programs. So we'll do it in here. So let's go up here to Trimetric. And then what we want to do is go ahead and select our solid. You want to come up here to display. And then you want to click on display and then click on color. And then we want to pick maybe like this azure here. It's kind of a bluish gray. Okay, so that's how you would do it in this program here if you want to take a picture. And then if you want to add a different color to the background, you need to come up here to File, go to your Design Spark options, and then you want to come down here to Appearance on your tab, and then this little box in the middle here, you want to come down to Background, Color, come over here to White, and then click once, and then you're going to get this little drop down. Click that, and then you're going to give it a gray color. Click OK. Now you have this here, so if you wanted to take a picture of this, you could. So that's one way to do it. And the other way to do it is we'll go File, we'll do a Save As, we'll go to Desktop, we'll save this as an STL, and then we'll go ahead and hit Save, and then we'll go ahead and save this as a regular Design Spark format. Desktop, hit Save. And this is so if you wanted to do this in Rhino, you could, as long as you have the program. So this is going to be how we would colorize this or texture it in Rhino. Just drag your STL on top of the Rhino 7, hit OK, and then go ahead and run without saving. We'll go ahead and double click on perspective. We'll select the ring, and then you want to come over here to your materials. You want to hit that plus, and then we want to come down to import from library. We want to double click on metal, and then we want to do a let's just go satin on this, and then we'll scroll down to gold. We'll do a yellow gold, and then we'll right mouse click on this and assign to objects. Now we want to come over here to the rendering window, click there, and then go to the dark background, hit OK. And that was right here under backdrop, solid color. You click there and add the color. Now you want to be able to view it. So you come up here to view, go down to ray traced. Now you're going to have this right here. Now you can spin this if you want. And then if you wanted to add a sunlight, you can. That'll put a little bit more color in there. I think I'm going to make this a different color. Or actually, I could make a couple of these. So to do that, I want to do select all. And then we want to come up here to copy. And then hit enter. We want to click here. And then just drag a copy over. And then drag one here. And then, so now we have 3 of them here. So we could probably give this a different color. We'll go up here to the materials. We'll click the plus. Import from library. We're going to do metal again. We're going to do satin. And then I want to do this berry anodized. So we're going to go assign. So we got this one here. And then we're going to do this one. Let's give this one a wood texture. I know that's kind of funny, but let's want to have some different options up here. So we'll scroll down to the bottom. We'll do wood. And then we'll give this this texture here. And then right mouse click, assign to objects. Okay, so this is a little different. So you have a gold one here, you have the berry anodized, and then you have a wood one here, texture here. And now I'll just take a picture of this. To do that, you just want to do your Windows symbol, Shift plus S. You get this window here, and as soon as you get that window there, you just drag a marquee around the file that you want to crop or take a snippet of, and then you want to go down here to your start, come up here to search, and then just paint's already down there for me, but if it's not, just type in paint in your search and then it'll show up. When this window comes up, do Control V as in Victor. That's paste, do a crop, and then do file, save as JPEG, and then save it on your desktop. You can give it a name. I'm just going to call it untitled, and then hit save. Okay, that's going to end today's tutorial on how to create a gear ring. We won't save changes, no here, and then we'll go back to, now to get back to your background here, you just want to come up to File, go down to Design Spark Options, come down to Appearance, and then on your color there, just click there once, and then click on the drop down arrow, and then change to white. Okay, that's going to end today's tutorial on how to create a gear ring. Hopefully you enjoy watching and you got some useful tips out of the video. And as always, thank you for watching.